Okay, so today that we're going to work on subtraction with regrouping in the hundreds, tens, and ones. We've been practicing this, but we're going to do some more. And this time we've added the hundreds in. Remember, we talked about this on Friday. Okay, so I gotta get a little situated here. So we're going to start with 234 minus 86. We're going to start with that math problem. All right, so 4 minus 6, we know we can't do, and we always have to start in the ones place. So we can't do that one, so we're going to have to regroup. We're going over to the tens place. We mark out the group of 10 and we take one away and make it a 2. And that group of 10, we break it apart into 10 ones. And those 10 ones plus the 4 ones already there is 14. So 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. And 2 minus 8, that's not possible. So we're going to have to go over, again, do the same procedure just in the next section. We're going to regroup. We're going to we're going to take from the group of 100. We're going to make that a 1. That group of 100 we break apart and we make that 10 tens. And those 10 tens plus the 2 tens already there equal 12. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 1 minus nothing is 1. So 234 minus 86 is 148. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 351 minus 167. All right. So again, we always start in the ones place. So 1 minus 7, that's not possible, Mrs. Gross. You're right, it's not. So we're going to make it possible by regrouping. We're going to go over to the tens place. We're going to take one group away, one group of 10 away. So we take that stick of 10 and we break it apart. We have 10 ones. And those 10 ones added to the 1 already there. So 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 4 minus 6, it's still not possible. So we're going to have to do the same procedure over one more section. So we're going over to the hundreds place. We mark out a group of 100 and we're going to take one away and make it a 2. So that group, that flat of 100, we're going to take and we're going to break those apart so that we have sticks of 10. And those sticks of 10 added to the 4 sticks of 10 that are already there. So 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 351 minus 167 is 184. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 223 minus, let's do 75. Okay? All right, so again, we always start in the ones place. So 3 minus 5, that's not possible. So we're going to go over to our tens place. Remember, if you need to write your hundreds, tens, and ones. So we go to the 2. We're going to take one group of 10 away, and we're going to make that a 1. We're going to regroup it then. That group of 10, we're going to break it apart, and we make that 10 ones plus 3 ones. So 10 plus 3 equals 13. That 13 minus 5 equals 8. 1 minus 7, we can't do again. So we're going to do the same procedure, just over 2. We just moved over. So now we need our 10, so we're going to take a group away from the hundreds. And that group of 100, we break apart into sticks of 10. And those 10 tens plus the 1 10 already there equals 11 tens. So 11 minus 7 is 4. 1 minus nothing is 1. So our answer is 148. All right. So now we're going to do another one. This time I'm going to ask you to pause your video, especially if you don't work fast. But for those of you that work fast, you might be able to get this done before I do if I pause just a little bit. But otherwise, I want you to pause your video once I tell you to get started and then unpause it and come back and see if your answer and your procedures match mine up here on the board, okay? All right, so let's do 345, and we're going to subtract 100. Let's do 187. We'll do 187 this time. All right, so what I want you to do is, if you need to, you're going to write hundreds, tens, and ones. If you don't, you're good. You don't have to do it. I do need you to remember that you always start in the ones place. But beyond that, I want you to pause the video right now. I want you to do this math problem and then come back and compare it to mine. So pause your video now. Okay, hopefully you've done your math problem and everything is good to go. But now I want you to see if what you did matches what I'm doing. So 5 minus 7, that wasn't possible. So hopefully you went over to the ones place. You marked, or you took one group away and you made that a 3. And that group of 10, you broke apart in your brain, of course, and you add it to the 5 ones that are already there. So 10 plus 5 was 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. 3 minus 8, though, it's not possible. So we're going to have to go over to the hundreds group. We have to do the same procedure, just we scooted it over just a little bit. So now we're in the hundreds place. So we're going to take one group away from the hundreds. We're going to regroup it. We're going to take one group away and make that a 2. And that regrouping we're going to take, because we all know that one group of 100, one flat of 100, equals 10 tens. 10 tens equal 100. So those 10 tens plus the 3 already there equal 13. So we're going to mark that out and write it down. So 13 minus 8 is 5, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 345 minus 187 was 158. Okay, I think we'll do one more, and then I will set you on your way. I keep erasing the hook of my G. Okay. So let's try this again. Last math problem that we're going to do together. Remember, if you're not ready to do them on your own, go ahead, go back to the beginning of the video and watch the video again of me working these math problems, and you can do it with me. You could actually pause every math problem after I write it so that you could do them and you could see if you could get them right, okay? Making sure that everything that you do matches what I'm doing up here. All right, so let's do 257 minus 179. All right, pause the video. That way you can do this math problem on your own, and then you can just match it up with mine. Okay, so you should be back. Hopefully things are well. Hopefully you were able to get your math problem done. And now we're going to see if what you did equals what I did. Okay. So 7 minus 9, starting in the ones place, it's not possible. So we're going to go over to the tens place. We're going to mark out the group of 10, and we're going to take one group away and make it 4. So now we're going to regroup that stick of 10 into the ones place. So that 10 stick of 10, we broke it apart. It's in the ones now. We have those 10 ones plus the 7 ones already there. 10 plus 7 was 17. 17 minus 9 was 8. 4 minus 7, not possible. So we had to go over to the hundreds place. So we're going to go over to the hundreds place. We're going to mark it out, and we're going to take one group away. We're going to regroup that group of 100 into 10 tens. And that 10 tens plus the 4 tens already there. 10 tens plus 4 tens. 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. Hopefully you knew that. It's a double fact. And 1 minus 1 is nothing this time. So we don't have any in the hundreds left. So 257 minus 179 equals 78. Okay, so at this point you're going to go on to you're going to hit the next button, and you're going to go on to the next part of our lesson, which is you practicing your regrouping, and then we're going to you're going to submit it by uploading it to me. Don't forget you'll have to edit the PDF to do that, and you know what that button looks like. It has that piece of paper with the pencil on it to edit. All right, so if you're ready to move on, then go ahead and move on. If you're not quite ready, then go back and watch this video again and try each one of these math problems again.